We're ready for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Packers and the Chicago Bears. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. On play action, Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's second down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack.
Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Packers secure it. It's a foot race. 30. That return finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock his 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Set, ready. Yellow, 20.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going run again with Jacobs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Set, 10 black.
Fourth down, here's Love. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw by Williams. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down, here's Williams. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. It was not that long ago, Brock, that a linebacker on a running back was a mismatch that you wanted. That is no longer the case, as he's comfortably there to tip that away.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because back in the day, those linebackers were 240, 250, sometimes 260 pounds. And it's such a disadvantage in space, but that's not the case anymore. These guys, or most of them, can really run.
Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 Blue. Ready. Blue check. Blue black. Cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Black. 95. Check pink. Ready.
They stick with Jacobs. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 23 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready, go. 10.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Smith, red. Officer, green.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Set, yellow, 43. Set, go.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Go. 32.
Shotgun now for Love. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready. 45.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work quickly now.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Bears about set for their next possession. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He has it at the 33. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Packers all set to get back out there. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Play caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's a positive, but that's the end of them, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out.
Red. Let's go. 52 blue.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Packer first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 1, set.
A give to Wilson up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 45, white. Claws red.
Love. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Bears say they have it. Looks like they do.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. They set up the screen here to Swift. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Williams to throw. Komet brings it in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Williams. He finds Odunze downfield. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Bears. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st down, Williams to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Brock, Xavier McKinney.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them, will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll air it out on third. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Santos' kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Blue 32.
Love now off the play action. Buying some time right. He can run it. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Red 38.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. These 2 NFC North teams have played one so far. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. And they've left their offense out there, and they're going for this on 4th down.
60 red. Steal. Check steal. Check white. Ready. Go. Hut. Go.
Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Daniel Whelan on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Escapes a defender. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Williams with 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow, 43. 43 rails. Striker, 3-3. Set,
Play action. Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32.
62 Blaster. Yellow, 22. Blaster, 6. Cut.
Love out of the shotgun. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now. 10 block, 10. Cut. Watch out now. 52. Black open. Ready.
To the air with Love. Has him on a quick hitter. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
50, green. Spike, 60. Go red. Red, cycle. Cut, cut.
Throwing again. Love. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready, ready. Red, yellow. Set.
Sticking in the air. Love. And he's got it. It's in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. The throw left side finds Burden. Jukes away from one. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. They left him wide open. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational. Work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Set.
Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Get some space around midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Okay, ready?
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Down. 10 black. Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Yellow, 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Hut.
Love to throw again. Pass caught out right by Golden. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Ready. 45, right, set.
Once more, it's Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this.
Set, ready. Yellow, go red. Set, huh?
4th down, here's Love. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Now that was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them a 1st.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Green Bay.
Set. Blue, 32. Yellow, blue. Switch, yellow. Ready?
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
33, yellow. 6, mega. Slide 2. Ready?
Throwing, it's Love. That throw behind his intended target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow. Black, 95. Smash, red. Set.
3rd and long for him here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. McManus sends it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Block 40. Set, hut, ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Ends up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more.
We've set it down from 37.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 cut, go.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43, set.
Takes the handoff, now Love. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that sets up 2nd and 5.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Prior pass, no good, so here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Yeah, hut.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete to Reed, out left. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. He cashed his first attempt, his 2nd now from 45. McManus sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. This is brought in, big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. A tight end in motion now. 1st down throw by Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Running with Swift out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Air it out on third. Odunze's got it right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. They'll run it with Swift. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going run again with Swift. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Staying grounded with Swift. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Pass brought in by Burden. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
18 yards on the play. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Soldier Field after this. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears jump in front now by 5. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
And back-to-back passes that should stay out there for 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Ready?
Thrown on 1st down, Love. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back, ready. 10 black. Trust it. 6.
Throwing again, Love. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
McManus on for the extra point. And it's another miss. His second extra point has been off the mark. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Blackwell now to return it. He dodged the tackle. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Working from the gun. Williams forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now. Black 40. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On the double.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Down. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Blue 32. Claws red. Ready.
Loves to throw again. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set. Hut. 45. White. Drill green. Set.
Stick it in the air. Love. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway.
Ready?
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. 10. Hut.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
False start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here.
Black. 95. Hey, red. Steel. Black. Black Ultra. Ready?
Once more, it's Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
McManus on for the extra point. And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game.
Bears 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw it. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. He's back to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf and complete. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this 2nd half. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Red, third, cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Down. Check right. Blue, 32, ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. Opposite, 33, ready.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And having gained about a handful there. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
10 black.
Wilson on the shotgun handoff. They're working a couple yards past the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
On the double.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Check right.
Love now to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22, ready.
Love now, off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Ready. Yellow, right through. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. Here he goes again. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers lead by 15 now. On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they say the Packers got to this one. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Here we go, set. Red, 38.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Okay,
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
down. Ready.
They stick with Jacobs. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check, huh?
Handoff running right. Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Green, 33, yellow, set.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Love from the gun. And he's got it. It's in close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Williams from the gun. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set. Switch. 10 black. Fight. 97. Smith red. Check 2. Ready?
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On the double.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow. 1. Set.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Smash. 65.
The toss to the right, it's Jacobs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Yep. Ready.
Jacobs running behind center. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Throwing his love on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First call here coming from the shotgun. They send the tight end in motion left. Williams on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Connecting with his back here. Swift. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Williams to throw. Completed here to Komet. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Williams set to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To the air yet again, Williams. Odunze's got it right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 43. Here's Williams again. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is Loveland working the right side. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will mark his fifth kick of the night. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach.
Ready. Check.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he'll get this across the 15 to about the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
50, green. Ready.
On second down, Jacobs. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Let's go.
Play action, Love. Throw right side, and Jones has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Packers football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready?
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
60 red.
Shotgun now for Love. Hits him on the in route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Ready.
New set of downs from 37.
Black clock. 10 black, 10.
A give to Wilson up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
This is Jacobs running left. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. After the 3-yard.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Jacobs with it. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Ready. 40, green back. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught by Wilson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Down. Hut, 52, bull.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Let's go.
Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Well, for more than a couple of 1st downs away, it is 2nd and quite a bit after that sack.
Ready?
Love now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Here we go. Red 38. Roster 6. Red cycle. Ready?
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. McManus sends it through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 2, Williams. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Cut.
Now a give to Wilson. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Black.
They'll go right back to Wilson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Yes, ready.
Here's Love to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
5-97. Just cut.
Here's Brooks. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
50, green.
So a timeout comes in with the play clock down to just 3 seconds. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
On the ready.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Set, ready. Block, 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's a little bit of the risk. Of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. It should have been a pick and a touchback.
McManus sends it through. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Williams on 1st down. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Williams from the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, Green Bay.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. first down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10 black. Ready?
This is Wilson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's go now.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Yellow.
And it's going to be delay a game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Ready.
They're drawing up for him.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.